We run the city. We run the city.
Yes, I was. Thank you. Well, we gonna start over then, since I was muted. Okay, Queen. All right, y'all. We back. I know the time's been crazy. Is it sound now? Sound or no sound? We good? Oh, okay. Now I was muted, but welcome back to Dopest TV, y'all. Happy Black History Month. I gotta play the intro one more time. Let's go.
We run the city.
Back to the theme music. Y'all good though? I see y'all. Royalty. Make sure you guys share it on your Facebooks now. Subscribe. Let me get the most high stream check. Yes, y'all. Welcome to Dopest TV. I am your host, King Dopest. Shout out to everybody viewing. If you're on Facebook, please do me a huge favor. Come on over to YouTube. Dopest TV is the channel. Dopest Space TV. And if you are inclined to do so, there is a donation icon in the bottom right hand corner of the broadcast. Okay, it's Black History Month. And I am happy to show you guys today's honoree for me, one of my heroes from my hometown of Pasadena, California, the one and only, the legendary Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson is one of my all-time heroes by far. As you all know, he broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball. He was a graduate of UCLA. He was married to the incredible and lovely Rachel Robinson. They had 3 kids together. Let me think their names. Jackie Jr., of course. Let me see. I know they had 3. Jackie Jr., David, and Sharon. His daughter Sharon. Jackie Robinson. And as well, he served honorably in the military and armed forces. So shout out to Jackie Robinson, our Black History Month Man of the Day, Person of the Day. Oops, let me get this right. So today's topic, know your worth. Know your worth. That's deep. One of the last times we got together, we discussed being a better you every day. This kind of goes in line. Know your worth. Part of knowing your worth is being loyal to yourself first and foremost, and whatever your craft is. Knowing what you bring to the table, what you are capable of, even outside of what your normal abilities are. Knowing your worth. What made me come up with this topic was I was scrolling on Facebook. Oh, thank you, Royalty. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a post about DC Young Fly rejecting MTV's offer to take over Wildin' Out. And this is the article that I saw. Oh, this is the article. Hold on. We're going to get to that in a second. DC Young Fly will not continue Wildin' Out without Nick Cannon. I said, man. I said, that's a lot of money involved in that. I said, that's a lot of money involved in that. Thank you, Royalty. I see you going crazy in the chat. Thank you for the donations. I said, there's a lot of money in that. MTV? DC Young Fly Wildin' Out? I said, here's the kicker. I want to read to you guys what he said. And I'm going to read this again. Oops. I'm going to read this again later. During an interview with the Breakfast Club on October 27th, which happens to be my birthday, let me throw that out there, DC Young Fly said, I want it the right way. I want it to be given to me from the OG. It's his shit. It's not corporate. Corporate didn't hire me. Nick hired me. So it'd be a backstab for me to go be like, all right, corporate, what y'all want me to do? I know how the game get. Y'all don't mess with me like that. Y'all only mess with what I can bring you. I want to be part of a family. And Wildin' Out was a family. Wow. Wow. All the respect in the world to DC Young Fly. That statement, those comments, they meant the world to me. They meant the world to me. I promise you. That's how I live my life. You know why it was easy for him to do that? Because no matter how much they were offering him, he knew his worth. He's worth more than that. He's worth more than that. He's worth 10 times whatever they was going to offer him. And it was going to last. It's going to last longer because he did it the right way. So it just got me to thinking, know your worth. I started this my live streaming career, if you want to call it that. Wow. Lasky B. That's my guy right there. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. That's love. That's he from my hometown, man. Super talented. Lasky B, put your Instagram and stuff and TikTok in the chat for me. Cause I like to promote that, man. He's doing some incredible stuff. Brian Lasky B, his daughter just dropped a single. Yeah, I'm watching you, bro. I'm watching you. That's solid. I appreciate the blessings. It got me to thinking though. Like I started this live streaming thing almost 6 years ago. I started on Live Me. And Live Me, I give a lot of credit to them teaching me some of the game. I always refer to an email they wrote me where they talked about the image of my family, the One Love family. And they said, that's your brand. And off of that is what a lot of what you guys see today. Crazy fingers, One Love takeover. A lot of that you guys have seen is manifested itself into the movement that we call our family, that we call One Love today. And I took that philosophy, so brand myself. So I went about the business of that. And then I decided like I would never become a slave to the companies. From one platform to another, I used each platform to grow. Every platform that our family has been on, we've done nothing but add more pieces to the puzzle, come up with more direction into what you have now. I know what I bring to the live streaming world that we've all met in, a lot of us met in. So when it comes to like jumping into the YouTube game, YouTube is just another vessel for us to grow. By no means does YouTube define me. I know my worth. You know, with the right, somebody tells you they want to pay you, just always keep in mind you're probably worth 2 to 3 times that. Team Shy Store, my guy. I'm gonna put this in the description when I get off of here. Team Shy Store. I'm all about promoting and networking my peoples, man, to the fullest. This platform was made available to me. I'm gonna utilize it to push my agenda, push my movement. I know my worth, what I bring to these apps. I get contracts every day. If you go look, I'm verified on UpLive. I was contracted on Bigo. Tagged. I was an all tag live. I was an all-time earner for a couple years on that app. But I always knew my worth. You feel me? So I wasn't scared to venture out into a new app, to uncharted territories as I'm doing on YouTube. I'm a small fish I'm a guppy fish in a big ocean full of sharks and whales. I get that. I know what I could bring to the table. I know what we can bring to worth. You can't have other people believe in you the whole time more than you believe in yourself. And the reason why I say the whole time is because initially somebody sees something in you, right? Man, I want to bring out the best in that person. A lot of times it's in a relationship. You see the best in your mate and you want to help your mate be the best them possible, right? At some point, you got to take control of that yourself and believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Believe in your talents, your skills, your services. You feel what I'm saying? At some point, you got to take control of that. You can't have people always believing in you more than you believe in yourself. I said this the other day. If you play guitar, please stay your ass off the drum set. If you play guitar, please, and don't know how to play drums, please stay your ass off the drum set. Stay on the guitar. So be the best you. Whatever you bring to the table, be the best at that. You know, when it comes to this YouTube show, I've been in the process of building up a production team, researchers, things like that, so we can, moving forward, bring you the best content possible, right? That's part of me being the best me I could be. But that's also me investing in myself, believing in myself, right? It don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you do. If you don't believe you could paint and you try to paint something, in all likelihood, it's going to be a crappy painting. I'm going to just say that now. In all likelihood, it's going to be a crappy paint. You might get lucky with a couple brush strokes here and there. In all likelihood, it's going to be a crappy paint, right? So being the best you could be. I saw that post about DC Young Fly. I want y'all, if y'all just coming in, we're gonna look at this again, because I want y'all to read this again, because I got a lot of my One Love family in here, and this is my philosophy on everything, and that's why I could never sell out. I could never switch up. DC Young Fly said, I want it the right way. I want it to be given to me from the OG. It's his. It's not corporate. Corporate didn't hire me. Nick hired me. So it'd be a backstab for me to be like, all right, corporate, what y'all want me to do? I know how the game get. Y'all don't mess with me like that. Y'all only mess with what I can bring you. I want to be a part of a family. And One Love is my family. I improvised on that last part. The One Love is my family. I had to throw that in there. Bang, bang. One Love, the family, the gang, gang. I threw that last part in there. But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. It mean more. It mean more when you do something the right way. I did not have to backstab anybody to build this One Love movement up. I didn't. I didn't have to deceive nobody. I'm very upfront about what my visions and my goals are for what we're doing. The foundation to actually have a tangible home where we really making change and using this live streaming to do it. Look around. Live streaming is one of the fastest growing industries in media. Live streaming, and we're a part of it. But I couldn't understand if I didn't want to know my worth. Okay? Back to knowing my worth. I said, man, if I sit on this thing all day with my thoughts, my ideas, and my philosophies, then that's worth something. The knowledge I've attained, the network I've created, that's worth something. You know, the love I have to give, it's worth something. The time I have to give, it's definitely worth something. You know, so my takeaway from, you know, the people that choose to take the momentary shine or the momentary come up instead of going through the process and really, you know, building things up brick by brick. I mean, you get what you put into things, right? It's no shortcuts. It's no shortcuts. Everybody that you see that's really doing something, trust me, they worked for it. They worked for it. They believed in themselves. All these entertainers that y'all watch on TV every day and follow they every single move, what they ate for lunch, who they bought a ring for, and they working. They working. They putting out content every day. They moving, interviews, shows, video shoots, new songs, photo shoots. You know, like, they working. They believed in themselves. So believe in what you're doing, whatever it is. Believe in it. You know, we go back to all the basic things. If it's your job, you know, believe that you're getting the monetary value that you should be. If not, you better figure it out yourself. If you got a boss that ain't paying you enough, well, then become your own boss. Right? Know your worth. Know your worth. I talk to Joy about this all the time. If she love flowers and one day she gonna have to own her a flower shop. She makes buku money for the lady she make flowers for. Well, you good enough to do it yourself. I see my One Love family trickling in. I got Jazzy Red, Coco Goddess. Shout out to Kisses, my boo boo in the building. Melanin, aka Royalty. Shout out to everybody that's donated. My man Brian Lasky B. Make sure you guys check out Shy Star on TikTok. Make sure. Team Shy Star. Team Shy Star. Let me pin this up there real quick. His worth is not for sale. I'm reading some of these comments. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Why I don't see it in here? That's weird. Oh, here we go. All right. Check out some of y'all comments in here. Fire content. What's up, Cliff? Hey, thank you for joining. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up for me. It's crucial. 3 minutes of y'all watching this does a tremendous amount to what happens with this channel and its growth. Like I said, we still testing out times. What would be the best time to get traffic through here? So that's why I kind of been fluctuating. The morning show I think was kind of working a little bit better, but I just want to test it out and see what's going on. But I appreciate you, Cliff, in the building. But yeah, knowing your worth. That's I think that's a lost art. You know, if all you think you can be is a gangbanger, if all you think you can be is a dope dealer, if all you think you can be is a scammer, if all you think you can be is a bully, then you're wrong. You know how they say you can be anything you want to be? I forget, I think it's Chris Rock says, that's a motherfucking lie. But be good at what you can be. You can be something productive. Everybody wasn't made to be a rocket scientist, a neurologist, a psychiatrist, and all that. We need other things in the world too. Money making mom. We need it all. You know, we need it all. So just know what you bring to the table. You bring 100% of energy, positivity, progression. You got to know your worth. Don't let nobody sell you short. You know, if somebody's selling you short, then you gotta make it your way. I always tell people success is my best revenge. I want to be successful. So all the people that said, I was telling this story earlier. When I started live streaming, everybody from my mama to Joy to my homies, they said, man, you ridiculous, man. You sitting in front of these people all day on their phone, your iPad. I said, man, I got a vision, man. Yeah, whatever. Year later, I started showing them, man, I make about X amount of dollars at this. What? 5 figures a month? Doing that? Yeah. Because I got in it when it first started. And I built. And I believed. And I invested. Yeah, I'd be scared to invest in myself too if I didn't believe in myself. If I didn't believe in myself, yeah, I'd be nervous. That's what you call a gamble. I know I'm going to go get it though. Whatever it is, I'm going to go get it. I don't care what it is, I'm going to go get it. So when I say, oh man, I done threw this much money into the game, I got to go get that and some. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Hey, Shay Love. Comes to live streaming, some of it is investment, right? You got to invest into the bells and whistles, the aesthetics, the look, right? Most of it is commitment. Most of it is time. Man, there's so many things that I didn't know how to do. And to be honest with you, I was kind of fearful that I wouldn't be able to learn. But I had to learn. I'm going to give you guys a quick example. One of my closest friends growing up, James Broadway, DJ Broadzilla. He done produced for everybody. Ice Cubes, Nipsey's. He's worked with Aretha, George Clinton's. The list go on. Sugar Freeze, Corrupts. I could just name off a whole bunch of people in entertainment. One of my best friends. And I was doing music. Man, I couldn't get him to work with me on any music. It was so irritating. I was really trying, right? So I ended up saying, fuck that. I bought my own studio. Not no garage studio. I'm talking about a commercial full-size studio. And I said, you know what? I'm not even going to rap. I'm going to run it as a business. I ended up rapping, making music. Shout out to my Black UPS squad and family. They the bomb. You know what I'm saying? But that was I believed in myself. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay, I believe in myself. Started doing radio. Shout out to my guy King T. I was on Liquid Radio. If y'all don't know about the Alcoholics, it's Exhibit, King T, J-Ro, and you know the fellas, right? So I was on their radio show. I had the best show on their broadcast. The best radio show, Underground Poet Society. I didn't feel I was getting promoted right. I'm not all over y'all Instagrams. Right? So guess what me and my partners did? Shout out to Ruben and True. We went and started our own radio station. You know why? Because I believed in myself. I knew my worth. I didn't care if I knew I wasn't going to sit where my worth wasn't being valued. If that makes sense. I wasn't going to sit where my worth wasn't valued. So I'm going to create my own lane. And ultimately, it's how we got here. Right? So I went from radio. Radio led me to live streaming. Now we're here. A year ago, I had 216 subscribers on this YouTube that I did nothing with. Yeah, I posted a few videos back in like 2012. You know, just some cool little stuff. But I never told nobody subscribe to my YouTube. A year ago, I said, I had this conversation with Queen Dopest. I said, Queen, I love this live stream. I love the family, but I'm about to take my talents to YouTube. She said, really? She said, okay, I'm with it. Let's get it. Right? I said, man, I told y'all before, I was like 1,000 subscribers seem like a lot when you got 200. 4,000 watch hours and all the things you got to go through to get your channel monetized. You know, it seemed like a lot. But guess why I did it? Take a guess, a big guess. Because I know my worth. I know my value. I could do more in this hour on YouTube than I do all day on those other live streaming platforms. Because I'm able to talk to you guys about things that those platforms aren't necessarily made for, right? So this is the ultimate leap of faith. Opening yourself up to millions or hundreds of millions of people's ridicule, criticisms, and otherwise, right? Okay, and I believe in myself. I believe in the message that I'm putting out there. I know this family's worth. The One Love movement, I know it's worth. This great group of people that we bonded with and started building with. I know what the impact we can have together, right? With the same message, with the same movement, moving as one, heart beating as one. I know what we could do. I know our value, our worth. We're more than just a family on an app. Wow, y'all didn't see that coming, huh? Know your worth. Know your worth to the family. Know your worth to your family members, to your loved ones. You have value. You have worth. If y'all go back and look at all the YouTube videos, I say that in closing every broadcast. If nobody told you you have value, worth, you're important, you mean something more than anything, that they love you, King Dopest loves you. The One Love family loves you. That part. That part. I see the value in what we're creating and what we're building. I see the value in my life. You feel me? I see my life has value. You feel what I'm saying? You have value. Your life has value. It's up to you to maximize that. It's up to you to believe in you more than anybody else believes in you. Because without that, you're just spinning your wheels. You're running in place. You'll be trying 100 different things and trying to figure out why nothing you trying is helping you get ahead. Thank you, Shy. You'll be wondering. I try everything in the world to get ahead. Because you let your value and worth be determined by somebody else. The higher ups. Your bosses, CEOs of the companies you work for, they determine your worth, right? They determine your value. Facts, Chris. I refuse. I refuse to let somebody else tell me what I'm worth and what my value is. I'm going to make them think again. They going to rethink that. I promise you that much. They going to rethink that. What's your value? What's your worth? Oh, King Dopest, you only worth about $10 an hour. What? I know I'm worth 10 times that. 100 times that. That's the truth. I see a lot of love in the chat. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Always remember, if you're inclined to, you got the donation button icon down there in the bottom right. Like I said, anything donated will ultimately be used to help this broadcast grow content-wise, as well for the charities that we support. And I'm adamant about that. Yeah. That's all Queen Dopest says. That's all that matters, is how you see yourself. Facts. If nobody else in the world believes in you and you believe in you, you got a chance. If everybody in the world believed in you and you don't believe in you, let's say that one again. If nobody in the world believes in you and you believe in you, you got a chance to win. But if everybody in the world believes in you and you don't believe in you, it's a done data. It's a done data. You ain't got a shot. People having you and be like, it's a reason why people believe in me. It's a reason why people believe in me. It's a reason why people see something in me. And then when you take that energy and make it your own, now we winning. Now we winning. It's game time. You feel me? It's game time. Now we winning. So, ultimately, all these things, like anything else we discuss on here, these things take time. They take patience. I have a good support system. So when I fall down, I talk to Joy. I call Queen Dopest. Queen Dopest, this shit getting too hard. I can't do it. I can't do it, Queen. Joy, I can't do this shit no more. And guess what? You better suck it up. You better than that. Okay. Let me snap out of this. Let me snap out of this. I'm tripping. My bad. I was tripping, y'all. My bad. I was tripping. And I every time I hit Queen back, I tell Joy, guess what? The fact I even wanted to give up or quit or anything makes me just want to go harder. And that's what I end up doing. I end up going harder. Nobody should be your biggest cheerleader other than you. It's great. It's great. I remember it was a time when I had nobody cheering for me. It was a time where I was a failure in everybody's eyes. Everybody's. When I say everybody, that means everybody, mama included. I have fallen short of my potential. I was on the verge of being, well, if that Andre, man, if he would have just, I was that close to being that guy. If that Andre would have just, some point in life, a lot of times I think back to my best friend's passing, and was one of the turning points in my life where I was like, my life has to mean something. So just by the sheer nature of that, my life has to have value, right? Just by the sheer nature of my life having to mean something, that means I got to mean something. I got to be of value. Not just up to myself, but to others. Let me read some of these comments. You know your weakness, Chris says, you know your weakness and strengths. Nothing wrong with that. Queen says, our failures help us to be better. If we never fall, we don't know how to change or do better, in my opinion. Look, all the losses makes victory that much sweeter. Queen, remember this? We were on Tag Live, and we used to enter the competitions. I promise when I say this, I'm not exaggerating. It may have been 7 or 8 competitions in a row. I finished second or third. 8 competitions. I was never sad. A lot of the family was sad. They were like, oh man, King, we almost won. It was one competition, and this has happened to me and Queen Dopest. We've been doing this a long time. So it was one competition we was winning, and the last day, this dude named Boss Don spent a few $1,000s to beat us in the competition, right? We just knew we had that one. So we got to come with a better strategy next time, Queen. We did good. Don't worry about it. Got to come with a better strategy next time. We went on a winning streak after that. Like no other that they hadn't seen on that app. But it took us losing 6-7 times in a row. Second place. Couple of third places in there. But second place. Some of my biggest rivals. But when we won, yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. But again, today, y'all, I want y'all to focus on that. If you're going through something, just understand that, and I'm going to end the broadcast with what I always end it with. You know, if nobody tells you that you're important, have value, have worth, that you mean something, and more importantly, that they love you. King Dopest, the One Love family, we got the hearts with the pinkies up. We love you, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I say, be ready for the full slate of scheduling for Dopest TV. That means Lil Dopest and Daphne. That means the panel discussions, some things I'm putting together with Melanin as well. So we're going to have a full slate of stuff to come. I'm going to be more regular, so I will do better. And I appreciate you guys. And thank you guys again for the donations. Make sure you share it to your Facebook, Twitter, hit the thumbs up, and all those good things. Till next time, I love you guys. One love.